This is John Paul Rice, some people call me. Alright, today I got a really serious subject, and I usually make videos. I'm kind of like loving to hate things. I'm saying what's bad, what's good, this and that, but this video is kind of serious. It's about how I heard Disney will somewhat be forcing movies of theirs to show in theaters, and of course, episode 9 coming up is no exception. We're going to see a clip from Quentin Tarantino, who had a little problem. He'll explain it better than me. He was on the Howard Stern show. But first, I'm going to look at a Reddit post that explains what I'm talking about. Okay, so here's the post here. Disney is now one step closer to unlimited power. So this is how American cinema dies with termination of long-standing legal rules for movie distribution. Basically, this means Disney can now buy the theater chains and thus dominate domestic box office and have chains play Disney content exclusively. Do block booking, which means Disney can say to theater chains they have to play Disney movies on Disney conditions or lose Disney content. So for example, theater chains would have to play something like Dumbo on all their screens all the time or risk losing rights to something like Endgame. So basically, you would have to play Disney's movies, whatever they are, or you couldn't play, the hit movies Disney had. Let me rephrase a bit. So, like he said, you'd have to play some kind of cartoon or something you might not want to run, and if you don't, they're not going to give you Endgame or Star Wars or something like that, some big smash hit that you need for the theater's survival. So they get into some legal stuff down here, and what I said up here was pretty much the gist of it. I don't want to get into all the legal things and details, because what he did was he cut out a post from the Washington Post, rather an article. The Washington Post needs a subscription, paid money, so not everyone can see it, so he cut this out. That will be linked below. So now I want to take a look at what Quentin Tarantino has to say.
Something the other day, it was real bad news, and it really fucking pissed me off, and I think I want to voice it right now.
Please, the forum is yours.
Basically, and I'm not talking about the whole country, but I'm talking about one theater in particular.
You sound nervous about this.
Well, it's a big fucking deal.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, so we were going to play at the Cinerama Dome on the 25th. We were going to open there and play there exclusively for 2 weeks. And Star Wars was going to play the 2 weeks before us. And I grew up in Los Angeles, so I think of the Cinerama Dome as a real big deal and imagine seeing it at the Cinerama Dome.
Means something to you.
Exactly.
Right.
Disney, who owns Star Wars, decided, well, you know what? Maybe we want to play throughout the entire holiday season. And not, so we're going to go to the Cinerama Dome and say that they can't honor their contract with us to show the Hateful Eight. And the ArcLight people that own the Cinerama Dome said, no, you can't do that. We have a deal with the Hateful Eight people, and showing it in 70, that's what we do. We have the 70mm projectors. They didn't have to move them in. That's the thing. We even start off with the Cinerama logo at the beginning. As of yesterday, Disney came to the ArcLight people and said, no.
Wow.
You are going to play Star Wars in the Cinerama Dome for the entire holiday season. And if you don't, if you honor your deal with the Hateful Eight, we will not allow you to have Star Wars, the biggest movie in the world. We will not allow you to show it at any of your ArcLight movie theaters.
Oh. So in your mind, that's petty because they've got a big blockbuster on their hands.
They've got the biggest movie in the world. We're talking about one effing theater. They are going out of their way to fuck me.
Alright, yeah, so obviously you could tell Quentin Tarantino was pretty pissed there, and he did look pretty nervous. He didn't look like some guy giving an interview, saying what he was told to say, or something like that, or trying to create drama. He looked trying to create drama. Okay, let's correct myself. He looked actually pretty pissed there. So basically, from what I gather, the movie theater said, if you play Quentin's movie, you're not getting Star Wars. Just like what the poster said, like if you don't play Dumbo, you're not getting Endgame. So basically, Disney wants to get a grip on the whole industry. They want to basically force people to see episode 9. Now, they can't force people to go to the theater to see it, but when you think about it, average moviegoers, they go out to see a movie. It's a Sunday. It's a Friday night. They want to see a movie. They're going to pick one that's playing. It's not like it's life or death for a average moviegoer to see Star Wars or not. They're not invested in, say, Luke Skywalker and The Last Jedi and what happened. They're just kind of along for the ride of the trilogy, good or bad, $15 for the night and some popcorn, whatever. That's what probably 70% are. Then you have the hardcore fans, 30%, something like that, who do care and will boycott or not or something. But if you get my drift, the general moviegoers are kind of getting pinholed into seeing Episode 9 to an extent, and to whatever other movies come out. That's basically it. This is a long article on the Washington Post. I'm not going to get into laws, details, things like that. I'd be reading it, for 12 minutes or something. If you guys are interested, that'll be linked below. Anyway, let me know what you think. This is kind of serious, I can't really spin this in any fun direction and make jokes. So, I'm doing shoutouts, special thanks, things like that. Click that subscribe button if you haven't, and I will see you next time.
If you are not subscribed to this channel, The Entertainment Hacker, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button now.